Welcome back everybody, this is DroidAttic bringing you another edition to our ROM video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at LiquidSmooth by Team Liquid. This is beta version 5. As always, we are on the Galaxy Nexus LTE with the extended battery in the back. So like always, first we're going to check out the battery life, and battery life really hasn't been that great on this ROM, and I'll go over exactly why in just a couple minutes here, but we'll take a look at the battery stats here that we got going on. 13 hours, almost going on 14 hours, 22% battery. You may say, well, that's, you know, pretty impressive battery. For the time, it is, but for the screen on time, not so much. I mean, an hour and a half, not so much, and I've been on Wi-Fi for probably the past 3 hours or so, and just being on 3G all day, I've experienced that a couple days, and haven't been really too impressed with the battery so far. Voice calls, about 43 minutes, so not bad overall. I'm not really going to make that a big ordeal, but just not too impressed with it. Got your notification panel here. Whenever you click the settings button, you get different toggles, and you can set those, you can kind of customize those in the toolbox. Speaking of the toolbox, let's just jump right into that. And you go into Liquid Control, where there are all sorts of goodies in here. Starting from the top, you got your interface, general navigation, lock screen, and power menu. So going into general, you can set your light levels, disable the boot animation, Android bug mailer, 180-degree rotation, horizontal recents like the WebOS style like you've seen in previous ROMs before. Screenshot, shutter, sound, you can turn that off if you want to, the IMEI switcher, carrier label, hold back to kill, and rotation delay. Rotation delay is actually pretty cool because you can set the seconds that you want whenever you're actually rotating the screen. So really nice little feature to have in there. Going to navigation, you got menu location, menu visibility, nav bar color, enabled buttons, button order, button glow. Button glow is actually pretty cool because you can change how quickly your buttons glow at the bottom here using your navigation buttons. So you can see just how quickly the buttons do glow, you know, whenever you're actually pressing one of the buttons there. So you got your button transparency and long press home, so you can just press home instead of using the recent buttons to pull up your most recent applications. Then you go into lock screens, you have the menu unlock, lock screen timeout, battery percent, volume wake, volume controls, fast torch, so that's actually pretty cool because you can long press the power button to turn your torch on, which basically makes your flash turn into like a little LED torch, so you can kind of use it like a flashlight if you wanted to. Horizontal unlock, quick unlock, and then you can kind of set your own custom targets 1 and 2, so you can set it to like open up a quick application like message or Gtalk or anything like that you want to. Power menu, you just have show power saver, show screenshot, and show Easter egg, which is actually pretty cool because you can show the little Android naians, or however you pronounce it. You can do that in the power control with just holding down the power button. Power saver, this is actually pretty cool because you can enable power saver to see what your data will do whenever your screen is turned off. Data action delay, sync action, your Wi-Fi actions down here and everything like that, so you can actually save some more battery life. And then going into LED options, of course you have pulse on, pulse off, and then changing the LED color if you don't want to use a program like LightFlow. And then you go into your status bar, so you can actually, like I said, you can customize the toggles that are up in your status bar there. Just jumping into general, you got AOSP settings, settings behavior, auto hide toggles, liquid control, date behavior, brightness control, and then USB debugging. Brightness control is actually pretty cool because you can turn that on, and then just by taking your finger and sliding it across the top bar here, you can actually adjust your brightness depending on whether you want it brighter. You don't have to actually go in here and adjust it using the slider right there. So it's pretty cool that you can do that just by taking your finger and sliding it across the status bar there. And then of course you can change your toggles, which ones are enabled, what order they're in, where the brightness is, toggle style, alternate toggles, different things like that. And then you have your clock, which is going to be whether it's in the center or on the right hand side, AM, PM, clock color, alarm icon. I know I'm basically listing off a lot of things, but these are actually a lot of things that we've seen in other ROMs before, but I just kind of want to take a brief look at what the toolbox is. So if you're thinking about flashing this ROM, you can kind of take a look at it and see exactly what all options you have. Now, we were talking about the battery earlier, and one of the biggest things about this ROM that is awesome is that it is really liquid smooth. It's probably one of the fastest ROMs that we've actually messed around with. It is using Imozion's, one of his experimental kernels, and I didn't actually touch the maximum or minimum on the frequencies here, and the governor is already set on interactive X, and originally it was set to Performance X, and that's whenever that was on beta 3, and I didn't actually experience battery life was just horrible on that period. But even on Interactive X, it still is really smooth. And you can actually go into and change your voltage controls in this portion as well. So one thing that is different about this is your prop mod. So you can actually go in and change your build prop. If you're not sure what that is, I'd probably recommend staying out of it. But there are a lot of really cool tweaks that you can do. So one that I actually liked, let's see if, okay, proximity sensor delay. So you can actually go in and you can change the delay of your proximity sensor. So whenever you're on a phone call, it will basically, you know, the shorter amount of time that you do, it will instantly go black. So whenever you're holding it up to your face, you can just, you know, quickly pull it back and, you know, press a number or call somebody or whatever you want to do, and then just pull it right back to your face and not have to worry about hitting a button. So there's a lot of different options in here that you can actually do to change your build prop. Like I said, if you don't know what it is, then I would just say stay out of it and don't even mess around with it. So all in all, this ROM is actually definitely one to check out, because like I said, it's actually really smooth. You can see just going through different pages here, opening up the app drawer and flicking through all the pages and everything like that. It's actually really nice to use. In the Beta 5, they give you the option to use Nova Launcher or to use the Apex Launcher. Right now I'm using Apex Launcher on here, and I'm probably doing a video review comparing the two of those. But let's just go over the pros really quick. So pros, it is really fast. LiquidSmooth definitely lives up to its name in terms of how fast it is. Also going to do the build prop edits as a big pro. So that's something that I haven't really seen in any of the other ROMs, excuse me, to have the ability to just change your build prop right there on the fly. Cons is going to be, I'm 50-50 on the battery, because it gets me through the day where I don't really have to charge it up or really keep a close eye on it. But if I'm using it really heavily through the day, it's definitely not going to hold up like Gummy Necks and codename Android, as you've heard me mention before. It's not going to hold up as strong as those guys did, but it's definitely, you know, I don't really have any other cons other than, you know, just that pretty much. Because the ROM itself has been really stable. Haven't noticed any lags or any bugs or anything like that. So definitely check it out. It is Liquid for ice cream sandwich, and this is Beta 5. So definitely check it out. It's on Roots Wiki, and I will see you on the next review. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.